What's up, guys? Kevin here from thesportsgeek.com, and in this video, I'm going to go over my 5 lineups from the Wildcat contest at DraftKings for Week 15. So you can see here, top 1,050 got paid. I had three lineups in the money here. One that finished 138th, which was good for $1,350. It's a $333 contest. These two were good for $500. So overall, it was a profitable week for me. And in this video, I'm going to go over my worst and best lineup. And I also want to seat to the $1,500 DraftKings contest on Christmas Eve, and I'll probably throw in a couple other entries as well. So if you guys want to see a lineup review from that contest of my lineups in that one, and maybe just a review of the winning lineup or something like that, hit that thumbs up button here on this video. Let me know that you guys actually enjoy these lineup review videos. All right, so getting into my worst lineup here, you can see that it was a Sam Bradford to Stephon Diggs stack. I had Bradford in 2 lineups, and the funny thing is he was actually in my best lineup as well. So he only put up 9.64 points. Stephon Diggs put up 3.3. Basically, my thoughts for going with Bradford were he was min price, he was at home. He's, I think, a 5-point favorite against the Colts, who don't have a great defense. And the min price quarterback allowed me to spend up elsewhere. So for this lineup, I kind of went with a different approach. I went with more expensive receivers. I went with Brown, Crabtree, Diggs, and Snead. It didn't really work out. Brown and Diggs had bad games. In order to fit in those more expensive receivers, I had Dixon in there, who put up 9.6, not great. Cheap tight end Gresham put up 7.2, again, not great. And then my value defense, one of my value defenses was the Steelers. They put up 4 points. So not great. It didn't work out. It was kind of just an idea to go with 4 more expensive receivers, knowing that a lot of people would have the expensive quarterbacks and running backs this week. But it didn't work out for me. 94.24 points in that lineup, close to the bottom. This one was much better, 138th with 169 points. And again, you can see I had Sam Bradford in here with just 9.64 points, but I did have him paired with Rudolph in this lineup, which was key. So I didn't have Diggs in this lineup, which helped quite a bit. So Rudolph put up 17.7, and then spending down at quarterback and tight end, and even defense here with my value defense, Jags, who put up 10 points. That allowed me to spend up on Bell, McCoy, and Freeman, who combined for, looks like somewhere around 90 points between the 3 of them. So that was pretty key. And then Jordan Matthews was the last receiver I put in this lineup. So I went with 2 cheaper guys. I went with Nelson and Aldrick Robinson. So Nelson was in my video. He put up 14.8 points. He even dropped a long touchdown. Could have been much better. Could have been something like 22 or so points if he got that long touchdown, maybe even more. But he had a decent game with 14.8. Aldrick Robinson was a cheap receiver from the Falcons, 3,400. He put up 18.1 points. My thought here for Freeman and Robinson in the same lineups from the same team without a quarterback stack. I don't do that too often, but they were both pretty good price. Freeman wasn't too expensive. Aldrick Robinson was a value play, so he didn't need to put up too many points. And the Falcons had the highest implied team total of the year overall. I think it was somewhere between 32 to 35 points. So they were expected to put up a ton of points. So I rostered a lot of the players there. I had Freeman, Robinson, Sanu, and Gabriel, and Tevin Coleman spread out across my lineups. So I had them both in the same lineup, which I usually won't do unless I have a quarterback stacked with them. I don't do that too often, but because they were in a very high-scoring game, they were expected to put up a lot of points, and Robinson was cheap. I thought I could do that in this lineup, and it ended up working out here. Jordan Matthews was the last guy I think I threw in this lineup. He put in 8.7 points. He did get targeted 11 times, caught 6 of those for just 27 yards. So I think I went with these 2 guys first and then kind of went with Jordan Matthews last. Didn't love the play, but he did get targeted 11 times. I was expecting him to get targeted quite a bit like he did. Just didn't really put up the results. So other than that, you can see, I'll just quickly go through these lineups. A lot of the guys that I mentioned in my video, some of them did good. Gabriel had a decent game. Could have been much better. Had a lot of balls thrown to him. Let's see how many targets he got. Yeah, he had 6 targets, caught 3 of them. Ty Montgomery was key for this lineup. This one was hurt by a couple of my video picks. Hyde and Gates had bad games, but this one was a Palmer to Nelson stack, which worked out. Also had Freeman in this one. And this one was a Matt Ryan to Gabriel stack, which could have been much better. Matt Ryan got pulled early. He wasn't far off from the 300-yard bonus. He threw 2 touchdown passes, and Freeman had 3 rushing touchdowns. So if Matt Ryan were to get 1 or 2 of those rushing touchdowns through the air, would have been a much better day for him. This one had Tevin Coleman and Gabriel double stack with Matt Ryan. Just knowing that Tevin Coleman does catch passes out of the backfield, I thought that was a good way to go. So overall, pretty good week for me. Not a great week for my video picks. I'll go over that on most likely probably Wednesday this week, maybe Thursday. We'll see how that goes. But if you guys do enjoy these videos, make sure you click that like or thumbs up button, and I'll do one for the $1,500 contest next week. And Merry Christmas, guys. Enjoy the football games on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Cheers.